Welcome to Let's Talk Petty. We're not petty, but we love talking about it.
And we have weird looks on our faces.
All right, you ready for my little short story?
No, because I don't know who you are.
I'm Kate.
I'm Andrew.
Yeah, I forgot that part.
Yeah. You've only been doing this a little while.
No, not that long. Not long enough to remember that.
All right, let's hear your mini story for this week.
Okay. Wear slacks to court and go to jail.
Slacks. I've always not understood what the definition of slacks are.
Well, slacks are basically like female versions of just men's dress pants, pretty much.
But I've also heard of jeans. Those are some nice slacks.
Well, those are not slacks. I think now, because it's not uncommon for women to wear pants.
Is it a female
not that
term or
big.
a male term?
I think it's more of, I think it can go both ways, but I think it was more for women. Back in the day when you wore a dress, you didn't wear slacks or pants. Because I don't think they had jeans back then.
I don't know. I think it's an older person's term. Those are some nice slacks.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like older times.
And I think they carried it on.
They definitely carried it on. So what
do you think about bringing it back, though?
No.
Slacks.
That's so weird. Slacks. What does that mean?
I just asked the same question. You just explained it to me. Do we have to do it again?
No, I'm just like, where do they come up with that? Look at those slacks.
We need to go back in time to the Sears Roebuck catalog and find out when they first came out with slacks.
Sears Roebuck. Well, have you ever heard, I should say, of how women were not supposed to wear slacks or pants?
No.
Did you know that was a thing?
They were only supposed to wear dresses and that's it everywhere?
You only wore dresses. How long ago do you think this story is from?
I guess it depends what kind of a community it's in, because I think there's still communities that still make their women wear dresses.
Well, we're not talking about Amish people here.
Okay.
So you can exclude that from your time guess. How far back in time do you think you would have to go to where people were like, nope, women only can wear dresses and not slacks?
And we're talking about at work or anywhere?
The majority of people, I shouldn't say people, the majority of men felt that women should only wear dresses everywhere.
Let's go back to 1952. That's my final answer, 1952.
All right. Well, this story is from 1938. Which, for me, I felt like going into the 1900s, I would feel like that would have started to shift. But then I often forget how we're closer in time to women not having a lot of rights, including you don't wear slacks.
I mean,
so
think about all those black and white TV shows and you see all the women there. They always were wearing dresses in the house. So it's not that far off.
It really isn't. But I guess in my head, because that's all I've ever known, I'm spoiled. So I don't know what these women before me went through. That's why these stories are so great.
All right. Well, lay it on us.
All right. So this is November 9th, 1938. Helen Hunick, 28, wore slacks to court to testify against two men. Judge Arthur S. Guerin, Guerin, rescheduled the case, asking Hunick to return wearing a dress.
Bold.
It's something. So Hunick was quoted in the November 10th, 1938 paper, the Los Angeles Times, saying, "You tell the judge I will stand on my rights. If he orders me to change into a dress, I won't do it. I like slacks. They're comfortable." Which is like such a, like, what are you thinking right now, Judge?
I'm comfortable, so I'm going to wear what I want.
So after Hunick's next court appearance on November 15th, 1938, the Times reported in a scathing denunciation of slacks, which he prosaically termed pants, as courtroom attire for women, Municipal Judge Arthur S. Guerin yesterday again forbade Helen Hunick, 28, kindergarten teacher, to testify as a witness while dressed in green and orange leisure attire.
Leisure. It's not like she was wearing a tracksuit.
No, and the pants that she was wearing in the picture, like, they're nice pants. It's not like now where they were like jean material. It's not like she's wearing these 80s pants in there of like the hideous.
You're telling me that her green leisure suit was not acid washed?
No, it was not. Miss Hunick, who Thursday was ordered to return to court in a dress, was called to testify by District Attorney Russell Broker against two men accusing of burglarizing her home. After she was sworn in as a witness, Judge Guerin stopped the proceedings and declared, "The last time you were in this court, dressed as you are now, and reclining on your neck on the back of your chair, you drew more attention from spectators, prisoners, and court attachés than the legal business at hand. You were requested to return in garb acceptable to courtroom procedure. Today, you come back dressed in pants and openly defying the court and its duties to conduct judicial proceedings in an orderly manner. It's time a decision was reached on this matter and on the power the court has to maintain what it considers orderly conduct. The court hereby orders and directs you to return tomorrow in accepted dress. If you insist on wearing slacks again, you will be prevented from testifying because that would hinder the administration of justice. But be prepared to be punished according to the law for contempt of court." All right. So can you imagine you are in court because two men were caught robbing your house and you are there to testify, and the judge stops everything because he doesn't like you wearing slacks. He is saying that her wearing those pants drew more attention than the crime of them trying to steal stuff out of her house.
Well, also reclining on her neck.
Reclining on her neck? What is he talking about?
She was probably just slouched back and just had her neck thrown back on the chair.
I doubt it.
So my take on that is, if I was the guys that broke into the house, if I was their lawyer, I would use that and I would fight the judge to making her wear a dress. I'd just let her wear slacks, because apparently at that time women were thought less of and probably less serious if they were wearing pants. So that would have been a good way to be like, this lady doesn't know what she's talking about.
Look
and
at
get
those
my
pants.
clients off and not get charged with burglary. I would have fought the judge tooth and nail over that. Be like, let her wear pants. That doesn't bother us. Maybe it wasn't a jury trial, but
I don't know, but it's so ridiculous. I cannot believe that this judge, how petty and small-minded are you that you are stopping the court proceedings of something that's actually very important? Because if they're robbing her house, I guarantee you they've robbed other people's houses. But you are so focused on her pants that she's wearing that you have to stop everything.
To be fair, the whole time period back then was petty towards women anyways.
It very much was, which is why I picked the story, because it's so hilarious. I never knew any of this happened. I never had heard about it, nothing. All right, so it continues. Slack-shrouded Miss Hunick was accompanied by attorney William Katz, who carried 4 heavy volumes of citations to appear in whatever dress she chose. "Listen," said the young woman, "I've worn slacks since I was 15. I don't own a dress except a formal. If he wants me to appear in a formal gown, that's okay with me. I'll come back in slacks, and if he puts me in jail, I hope it will help to free women forever of anti-slackism."
You anti-slackist.
So weird that this was even a thing. So the next day, Hunick showed up in slacks. Judge Guerin held her in contempt. Given a 5-day sentence, Hunick was sent to jail. 5 days for wearing slacks.
Pants.
The Los Angeles Times reported that during booking, after being divested of her favorite garment by a jail matron and attired in a prison denim dress. So now she has to wear a denim dress. How does a denim dress look any better? I mean, I know it's prison garb, but I guarantee you if she had shown up in that denim dress, which was probably hideous, he probably would have been like, that's great. Thank you for wearing that. That's much better than your slacks.
It's a slack dress.
Miss Hunick was released on her own recognizance after her attorney, William Katz, obtained a writ of habeas corpus and declared he would carry the matter to the appellate court. A November 19th, 1938 Times article reported that the appellate division overturned Judge Guerin's contempt citation during a habeas corpus hearing. Hunick was free to wear slacks to court. So she did something that I love so much. She can wear her slacks now.
Was it the same judge that was over the case?
Same judge. So she comes back. Now this is 3 months later. So in January 17th, 1938, she shows up in court dressed to the nines. She has this very nice dress on, these high heels, a fur around her neck, and a hat on.
Tell me she had a corsage on her wrist, too.
I would not be surprised. And I loved it so much that she did that.
She should have done that the first time.
Because that's what he wanted.
I don't think he wanted her to go to prom.
No, but it was a dress. And so he wouldn't have cared. I don't care if it is a formal dress, just as long as you're wearing a dress. Because in his petty mind, nothing matters except that it's a dress, a denim dress, a formal dress. Who cares? Women should only be wearing dresses and not slacks.
She should have made a dress out of slacks. And then she still would have been wearing slacks, but a dress, and everyone would have been happy. But the judge was very petty about it.
I love that she was so petty back, and she was very contrary, and I loved it. I love that she showed up. And so that was my petty story of how poor women had to fight for the right to wear slacks.
So if you're not wearing slacks right now, you don't support women.
No. Incorrect.
That's all I got out of that story. If you don't wear slacks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you hate women.
Even to bed.
You hate them.
No,
that's a good story.
Yeah, you'll have to link the pictures of her in her slacks, and then you'll have to link the picture of her in her formal dress, because it's pretty amazing.
That's a pretty good story.
Every woman out there that can now wear slacks to court has Hunick to thank.
Now I just want to watch court TV and see how many women are wearing slacks.
Well, I mean, when they're wearing their pantsuits, because that's pretty much what the slacks look like that she's wearing. They're nice dress pants. They are not some hideous, just like I said, jean pants that she happened to have and threw on. It's like you know how the women who worked on farms would like patch together pants because they didn't have pants. And like the way he's acting, this judge is acting, that's what she showed up in, according to how he has such great disdain for it. But that's it.
So she was professionally dressed and didn't look like a hillbilly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for her.
I know. Thank you.
Something we can all approve of.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Hunick.
Hunick, you're the best. What? Oh,
Guerin.
And I was going to say, I can't remember the phrase. Oh, and one thing we can take away from this is do not be, or you should be, a slacktivist.
Yeah, not an anti-slackist.
Not an anti-slacktivist.
Slacktivist.
You need to be a slacktivist.
Slacktivist. That's a hard word to say.
But I said it.
Good job.
You did too. That's our show for this week. Go to our website, letstalkpetty.com, and you can listen to all of our older episodes. You can listen to all of season 1, which is all there now. We're getting ready to start recording season 2. And you can go on our website also to find any of our social media. Twitter's where we're going to be the most active. If you want to get in touch with us, you can leave a voicemail on there for us to tell us a short petty story that you have that we can talk about as well.
Please
That's
do.
It. And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye. Thanks for listening. Please be sure and give our show a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. And be sure to follow and subscribe so you don't miss an episode.